Fucking
You know,
broken leg.
yep, broken leg.
Yeah.
Because
Uh,
what's not like running 17 more miles after you break a leg, right?
well, when that 17 gets you to 200.
Yeah, because the belt buckle for the belt buckle that I get for getting to 200 for the belt that I don't have was worth everything. Yeah. Yeah, I really need to go on Amazon and search for belts where you can put a belt buckle on, because at this point it's like, why am I getting loose if I'm not wearing them?
And with that, welcome to the Big Damn Podcast. You're probably behind the scenes of the production and distribution company, Big Damn Films. I'm going to hit that button. Welcome to season 3, episode 27 of the Big Damn Podcast. We missed last month because, well, we premiered a movie and shit.
We had a premiere. A good reason to miss it.
So yeah, this episode we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the premiere and all of the roadshow and all the fun things we have to come into the summer.
And the sad thing is we have like 2 really good things we can't talk about yet. So
probably more than that, but yes.
Well, yeah. So as of today, it's May 27th. Our Patreon people will hear this on the 28th. I will make sure that this goes live on June 1st.
Perfect.
And then, as a prelude to the end of the conversation, we'll be heading down to Maryland to show the movie for our first time outside of Jersey.
Yep. Looking forward to
that. So I know the amount of, I went back and listened to the last episode because I could hear how naive we were into what the premiere was going to be like. But yeah, we had about 115 people show up.
Yeah.
We had 120 buy tickets. And then we did something Big Damn Films has never done, which is had a 1-week theatrical run of the movie.
Yeah, that was really pretty cool.
Yeah. So I have the last receipt.
Yep.
Will that focus?
No.
It's the last receipt of the last showing of our movie at Smodcast.
Nice.
And that was really cool because it was me and Nicole and her cousin. Nicole is Haley, our effects person's mom. And their cousin that couldn't make the premiere. And then 2 random people that just happened to be there because on Thursday, Smodcastle partners with a local restaurant for like dinner and a movie.
Oh, cool.
And they were like, we love horror, and this was the only horror thing. So of course I turn around, I'm like, oh, hi, I'm the director.
Of course.
And they're like, oh. I'm like, and at the end, I want to hear what you thought.
Good.
So yeah. Your thoughts leading up to the premiere date, the premiere, and since.
I think the premiere went very well. It was really fun to be there, with an audience. I won't say finally, because when you think about it, like it's barely been a year since we even, got launched on this trajectory. So we certainly can't say it took too long to get to the big screen, but it was, it's always an interesting feeling and experience when you have people from so many different worlds and walks of life all kind of colliding at the same time at the same event. You have the people you worked with on the movie, and you have family, and you have friends, and you have people you went to high school with who didn't even know you did movie stuff or who knows what. Like there's always this wide range of people in different worlds colliding, and it's always fun to kind of just see how that goes. So I mean it went as good as I could have hoped it could have gone. It was a nice crowd. It was a beautiful location. I think everything went well.
So we have some bragging rights, but I'll save that for the Patreon part. Well, I also don't want to put that out in the ether.
Mhm.
But I think the cool part for me wasn't just the amalgamation of all the different people, because your friends from high school and college, and
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
uh, my friend from like middle school through on, Mark Iman, was there and took
Yeah.
photos for us. And Jen made fun of me afterwards because she's like, "You turned into Kevin Smith on stage because you just kept talking." It's like, but if you think about it, like a brown coats to that,
Mhm.
we had people there from like that moment only exists because of Brown Coat's redemption.
Right.
You and Katie, Bill and Marissa,
Mhm.
and then Lou and a couple people from, Paul from ZCon, um, which is where we got Broke and Haley.
Mhm.
And then Scott, our composer, flew all the way out from LA.
So awesome to see him.
Like, I saw him in the lobby and I'm like, are you fucking kidding?
It was so great.
Um, and I love him. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
Um, and it was just really cool to sit in the back of the room. And I've seen this movie probably way more than anybody else.
Oh, sure.
You would be second to that.
Mhm.
And watching all of the moments that went off the way I hoped they would,
Mhm.
um, especially the one scene in Joe Raffa's at the end, uh, where all through editing, Jen's like, "It's going too long. It's going too long." I'm like, "No, I feel it." And you could just hear the ripple of laughter, and then everybody just gets the joke and starts
That
laughing.
that was a really fun one because yeah, you had the first couple, 10, 12 seconds, and then you had the next stage, and then the next stage, and it was just so fun to watch the audience go through everything. It still may have been a hair long, but yeah, that was
I
really fun to see work.
I won't deny that it might have been a hair long, I think maybe 15 seconds longer. Um, but it was also
It was
I
great.
had to extend it, so we actually had a
Yeah.
good run.
Yeah, I know.
Um, so we had at least one "oh shit" moment, like audibly heard "oh shit."
Mhm.
Uh, Jen's friend Kate Sandman, who was in our wedding,
Mhm.
uh, came up at the end and she's like, "A little fucking warning would be nice." And we're like, "Nope, nope, we're not
Nope.
talking about it. We're not telling you
Uh-uh.
the ending." And I explicitly ask anybody that's reviewing the film, don't talk about the ending. Um, and because that moment, like the whole room was like, "Oh," um, that was great. I do want to give flowers to Ernie and Connor and Steven and the
Mhm.
crew over at Smod Castle. Like, they were amazing to work with. They let us come in and film some stuff
Oh, yeah.
uh, that we didn't get to use because the mic wasn't working.
Mhm.
Um, we, you know, we were on the marquee. Our poster was outside.
Yeah.
Um,
We got
that
the
was
VIP treatment for sure.
we got the VIP treatment, but we also got the, you know, we're not sure about you guys yet.
Yeah.
And now that we've shown that we could, pack half of a 250 theater,
Mhm.
um, we're already going to come back for Rifters. We're already going to come back for the anniversary of Arbor Day.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I'm super happy. Like, I talked to Ernie, and I know he's got people that have not had great experiences.
Mhm.
Uh, My complaints are small in comparison.
Yeah, no, it was wonderful. And again,
Yeah.
I may not be the biggest Kevin Smith fan out of the box, but what I loved most, I think, seeing the theater and kind of being in that atmosphere was the shared vision of, you know, he built a film collective around his friends, and he gets to basically make a living playing movies with his friends. And like, what better life? I can't
Mm.
imagine much better of a life than getting to do that. So I appreciated our steps towards being able to do that in his theater where he does that for a living.
What was really cool is they showed Mando and Grogu recently,
Evening.
and somebody got a picture of Kevin and Ernie sitting off on the side, like in the theater that they watched Star Wars in when they were little kids.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, I mean, knowing that that's the theater that they went to when they grew up, and knowing it's like uh where they're going to keep it for a while. I
Hmm.
mean, it's a besides being a Kevin Smith fan, it's just a really cool. Like it reminds me of the theaters I grew up in.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, um, but yeah, that was really cool. Uh,
Yep.
our axe will now be hanging above Kevin's hockey stick at Smod Castle
Nice.
lawn.
That's awesome.
Um, for those of you that didn't go to the premiere, we gifted every person who was a VIP the same axe we used in the movie, and it
Hmm.
was engraved with Arbor Day, the Root of Evil, the world premiere date, and Smod Castle Cinemas. And we gave an extra one to Smod Castle. So if you ever go into Smod Castle Cinemas, look behind up on the wall, you're gonna see the arborist's axe. Yeah, I think now that we've done this once,
They do.
with Smod Castle, I know what we need to do different next time.
Okay.
So, since this is a behind the scenes thing, like, I'm gonna just share, like,
Yeah.
what we need is, like, we need an event planner.
Yep.
Not necessarily an event planner, but we need somebody who, uh,
Day of
their whole
coordinator.
day of coordinator. That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Yep.
Um, because me trying to meet everybody and you trying to meet everybody and
Mhm.
keep everything organized, like, there's too many jobs going on.
Yeah.
Um, and even Jen said, she's like, "You guys were running around like you ran the place," which is great, but, like, it should have been our day to celebrate. So that would be, like, one of the main things
Mhm.
that I wanna do different.
Yeah.
Uh, so many people asked if Kevin was gonna be there. I'm like,
Sure.
while that would be lovely, personally, I wanted to do this to see if we could do it without Kevin packing the place.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. So now we're out of the premiere,
Mhm.
123 trees planted. We can officially say we've had a theatrical run.
Yep.
Um, now we're doing a roadshow.
Now we're doing a roadshow. Yep.
Thoughts on
And
that?
we've already got our first up planned in where is that? Hanover, Maryland at Cinemark Egyptian 24 on June 6th at
Yep,
8 p.m.
at 8 p.m. So a little bit smaller theater than we had.
Mhm.
uh, because I got confused on theater sizes. And I booked us in theater one at Smod Castle. The theater one sits 250 people.
Mm.
So we're now in 136 seat theater, which is a little bit more than what we had.
Yeah.
Uh, well, and it'll be the same thing. It'll be, oh, excuse me. It'll be a meet and greet or a little bit of a half hour meet and greet of letting everybody in. We're going to
Mhm.
show the movie. You and I are going to talk for a little bit, and then we're going to send
Yep.
everybody home happy. Um, and then we'll rinse and repeat. and we'll go to Fairfax, Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Fayetteville, Georgia, Orlando for people watching this on YouTube. I'm looking at the dates. Orlando, Florida, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, Mesa, Arizona, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia. If they go well, we may add another city or two along the way where we get a lot of interest. Everything will be done through, unless we change theaters, everything will be done through Cinemark, and we will be using Eventbrite for our tickets. Which means the only way that you can get tickets is through our Eventbrite link, which you can find on the arbordaymovie.com. And you could buy, like I just embedded the code so you could buy tickets right on that landing page without having to go through. Which is crazy because now we're taking it around, and this is kind of like our Brown Coats Redemption days. Like,
Yeah.
we have, well, we went to convention to convention. I will say this time around, it's we don't have the luxury of having Firefly branding, so people don't automatically know what it is.
True.
So
we had a lot of bonus name recognition when we went through it from folks.
Oh, we had a shit ton.
Yep.
And now we don't. So, now it's kind of like picking up the phone and saying, hey, this is what we're doing. And it makes it harder because we're not in a theater doing a theatrical run. So not everybody knows about it yet. But we have Flagstaff CreepyCon, which is
looking forward to that.
That's down in Arizona, in Flagstaff, and that'll be in October. Talk to the great people at Fan Expo, and we're probably going to be on their nighttime panels for 2027.
Okay.
Still waiting for a couple more locations to figure out if we're going to. Like, I will say, I am definitely working harder this time around to get our butts in places. Because people are like, I've never heard of this thing. I will also say, getting people to watch this damn thing to review it is not fun. But once they watch it, we have yet to have a bad review.
Yeah, the reviews have been, they get what we're trying to do, which is as much as you could ever ask for.
Yeah. And that's Lance, who was with Indie Horror Junkie. I only met him because I went to MegaCom for Jen. And now that he's watched it, he's like, yeah, I don't know why people wouldn't want to watch this.
Well, it's what it takes sometimes. It's like, even when you're just, you're bored and you're looking on Tubi or you're looking on, Disney or Netflix or whatever, it's like, if you don't have a name recognition, it's like, all right, what is going to make you do it? Is it a friend recommendation? Is it the image? Is it a trailer? But sometimes it's like all of those things suck and you watch it anyway and you're left with, the majesty that is Velocipaster or something. Like, you just never quite know what you're going to come up with one day. It's like nothing about this should be good, but you know what? Okay.
That's honestly like so I've gotten to know a couple of the people that have reviewed it.
Yeah.
Very publicly, they're very honest and kind, and not kind, but they like the movie.
Yeah.
And quietly, they'll be like, I saw the title Arbor Day and I was expecting, my expectations were super low. And you guys like blew it out of the water.
Yeah.
Like this Edwin cinematography, the fact that like we had the forethought to keep it consistent all the way through.
Oh yeah.
Our production value was high, even though our gore wasn't high. And the consistent theme of each one so far is that we've left so much open for sequels. Like, we don't have to worry about topping our gore, like going, like we went over the top, and how are we going to beat our gore level? Like we could slowly ratchet up the gore and still have room to grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know we have something good because after the premiere, every single person there in one way or another reached out to me and was like, in the sequel, you should do this.
Yep.
Like,
Even my 12-year-old on the way home was just like, so for the second one that I'm going to be in, we should do this. And it's just like, all right, well, we can talk about that when we get there, but
yeah, the 12-year-old who wanted nothing to do with it before, but now it's like, yeah,
yeah, now he's writing the second and third and totally wants to be in it, and it's just like, oh yeah, this is how it's
oh,
going.
I have been pitched everything from Bride of Arborist
Yep.
to Child of Arborist to Arborist verse insert like indie slasher person, Arborist verse the Pooniverse. Like,
Yeah.
like okay. Um,
Yeah.
but
Well, we'll have to go definitely have to put through some of those ideas to the writers' room, I think, because I'm probably gonna go very Neil McDonough with my acting stories, uh, just for reference. But I think there's a lot that's left open. It's a very wide world that could get even wider, and hell, if this goes on long enough, our April Fools Arborist in Space might not be so much April Fools one day.
it if we get to Arbor Day 20, we'll do space.
There you go.
Um,
Yep. There's a passing asteroid with a forest on it, and the arborist shows up. Done. See? The stuff writes itself.
at some point, you need to watch Night of the Comet because you literally just
That's awesome.
it's an 80s movie where like comet goes by and everybody turns into zombies.
All right, perfect.
We could do Arborist versus Spade,
Yeah,
crossing the John
totally.
Johnson's world.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then have Art come in and take them both out. So we could just do a triple crossover.
There we go. I do think, honestly, the one thing I'm most proud of is everybody on the production crew wants to come back and is asking
Yep.
when we're doing it.
Yep. We
So-
could not start filming soon enough again for everybody who worked on it, which is an awesome feeling.
Right.
Mhm.
They thought we were crazy before. They're like, okay, Mike has a stroke. 5 months later, we're filming. 5 months after that, we're premiering the movie.
Yep.
Like, well, welcome to Big Damn Films.
That's how we do.
And I will say, finishing a film and having it out in 10 months shows it can happen. For those that are listening.
Yep. Shows it can happen, and nothing is beyond the possible.
No. And look, the calling theaters and renting, like if you're willing to do the work to rent the theater, like no discredit to Smodcastle, like, but you could call them tomorrow and rent the theater.
Yeah.
You know, goes to show, like with Cinemark, same thing. AMC, like if you're willing to do the work, there's no reason your movie can't go be into a movie theater, right? There's no reason that you can't. You don't have to wait for a distributor like us, to get your movie out there. But that being said, we are a distribution company. So if you do have an indie film that you're looking to get out there, we are proving that we get our shit done. With that, we have Rifters coming up.
Yep. Excited about that one.
That is actually done. I'm trying to figure out I feel like we need to let Arbor Day run its course before we have a theatrical run for Rifters. I don't know how we do both. And this is kind of like the thing we can't talk about until we talk about it. But if the thing that we can't talk about happens, then we definitely can't do Rifters before that.
Well, yeah, I mean, we can see. It depends, I think, on, are we,
This is the
how much of a,
perfect segue into if you're a Patreon member, you're going to hear this conversation. And if you're not a Patreon member, you're going to hear a jingle, and then you're going to hear us come back to it. So this is your bid to like listen to Behind the Scenes Shit for $3. Go ahead.
Hey, podcast listener, if you're hearing this, you're only getting part of the story. Our Patreon members get exclusive early access to live recordings, bonus content, and the full unedited version of this podcast. Join us at patreon.com/BigDamnFilms and be part of the Big Damn story. Now back to the show.
Right about now, you have just wrapped up hearing the Patreon jingle. So also means it's close to the end of the podcast.
Yep.
Anything else you want to?
We do have some work to do.
We've got some work to do. We got to get better on recording these. I'll talk. What you brought up last time we talked, not on the last episode, but last time you and I had our Big Damn Wednesday, that asking casting crew to come on. So maybe we'll do.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always good, to kind of break it up with some interviews and some other energy and stuff kind of around. Whether it's, the directors, whether it's actors in it, whether it's, any of the crew, whoever, like there are lots of behind the scenes and lots of perspectives that I think it'd be fun to talk through.
Yeah. I also think it would be a really good opportunity to just let them have the show,
Yeah.
Like I know Jennifer MK, who is in John's, she is like a beast. She's producing verticals and shorts and stuff like that. So talking to her, she and I had a great conversation on set. Nicole and like every single person there, the 33 people we had involved, or well, 31 without us. Might even be fun to have Kara get on once. After we've gotten through, October.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I'm fascinated that everybody is ready to jump back into the next production. Edwin just texted me. How are things? When are we filming again?
He's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else for the good of the tea people?
No. It's just it's exciting. It's one step after another. Let's just keep on moving forward.
As I'm looking at 50 next month, and 1 week ago was my anniversary of having a stroke. I went back down memory lane some of our past episodes, and just hearing the like, oh, when we have this, and like, now the fact that we have we're on the other side of that.
Yeah.
It's a very different but good feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it certainly, it shows how far, it's always good to do that and see just how far we've come in such a short time.
Yeah. But on top of that, just us listening back to us talk about the stop and start in 2023. And then the same thing in 2024, releasing like Fright 1 and 2 and Jester and all of that other stuff. Speaking of which, through the magic of editing, Fright 1 and 2 and Rifters is still out there performing well.
Jester.
Jester. So what's great for me is watching those be, whenever there's a holiday, Fright 1 and 2 does really well.
Yeah.
Throwing Arbor Day into the mix, which is something
Mhm.
people can watch any time of the year, I'm fascinated to what those numbers will be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm excited to go.
Mm.
But yeah. So I think that's about it for episode 27 of the Big Damn Podcast. As always, huge shout out to DJ Zafer for supplying our intro and outro music.
And as always, before we wrap things up, huge big damn thank you to our amazing supporters over on Patreon. Shout out as always to Amy Renahasa and Bill Firo at the Big Damn Hoodie tier, and those two other random guys who are
Those fuckers.
Seriously. Ashley, Heather, John, Lauren, Nicole, Samuel, Stephen, Stuart, Stephen Woods at the Big Damn High Five tier. And last but never least, our free tier supporters, Heather, Catherine, Robin, Scott, Sean, Taylor, and Victor.
And if you want to see Arbor Day, the Root of Evil anytime soon, go over to Arbor Day, or thearbordaymovie.com. Yeah, it's thearbordaymovie.com, and you'll be able to get tickets and dates there. Or you can head over to bigdeadentertainment.com/shop and get some new Arbor Day merch, like the hoodie I'm wearing. Did your shirt show up?
Yep, just arrived.
Okay. So we have them in men's sizes, ladies' sizes, and comfy hoodie sizes.
Incredibly soft t-shirt cotton. Like that. I opened that up and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm hitting. Jed's like, you're in your old man phase. Like, everything has to be comfy. I'm like, yeah.
Why would you waste time wearing something you don't like wearing? Life's too short.
Right. But yeah, so pick up some Big Damn merch over at bigdammentertainment.com/shop. Grab your tickets for the Arbor Day at thearbordaymovie.com. And then what else do we do?
Well, you can subscribe to the podcast, follow us on social media, and you know what? We'll see you in the theaters.
Good catch. As always, thanks for listening, and keep telling your big damn story.